Guru? Sorry, just reading messages. Hey, Bubble. Happy Christmas Day. Dude, Christmas is my favorite time. I love Christmas. Sorry, just pulling my phone out of my pocket and throwing it across the room. Because, who needs a phone on Christmas Day? You seen your Discord profile? I have not seen your Discord profile. Is it epic? Are you the nut man? Are you games test needed? Or is this a spam profile? That might be a spam profile. Funny day. Oh. Sorry, Nick, I'm not even really reading what you're saying. Sorry. Resident services. Okie dokie. Oh hey, dude, Japanese trees. Japanese trees? Are they actually Japanese? I'm pretty sure they were. Which one's Audie again? Oh, Audie's the one we just got. Why is this here? I didn't place this here. Oh, there's another one? Oh. Oh, there's also these. Bank of Nuke. Epic! Absolutely epic. What a muscular gift. What did I give him? I might have gave him crafting recipe or some shit. A singular bell. Dude, a single bell is pretty epic. Fuck is a bidit? You give me a fucking urinal? Oh, shower set. You don't know what a bidit is? I do not know what a bidit is. Bidet. Oh, it's one of those things you have to, you have to, the T is silent. Bidet. Yeah, I don't know what a bidet is. It kind of just looks like a toilet. Teenager asked by Spring, why the fuck is this in the game? Actually, no, they are quite popular. Honestly, actually, they are quite popular in Japan. So Black phone's quite nice. Pink phone's also pretty nice. I'll go pink phone. Pink phone's quite nice. Wanna hear a big funny? So, shower set. The black one was also quite nice, but black is... Wait. Just a... PS4 exclusive for a year? No, it's PS4 exclusive for a month. Wow. Living room shower, nice. Here's the living room. Put over your bed. What do you mean there's no room to put anything here? Put the bidet here. Absolutely needed. It's a required addition. What do you mean flooding your room fully clothed? It's obviously it's good. Fortunately, I can't activate it, but it would be very nice. So that's my alarm. You just turn it on as you wake up. Squeaky clean, boys. Just take a shower in the middle of the night. By the way, soaks bed and sub with ice cold water. Wow. Unbelievable. I am astonished. Close those. We're antisocial. I guess I have to restructure my room now to accommodate for this freaking gaping hole in the center. I guess I put the stereo over here? And then I guess I put the wooden mini table over here. I mean, this probably looks a lot better anyway, so... I also need to stop putting stuff just around the perimeter because... pretty bad. Spreading your cheeks. Going to ruin your floors. Why is the US national anthem playing? Dude, I wish I could turn that on. Sorry, Switch. Had to be done. Well, let's just leave that on. If anyone sees water coming at my house, I'm going to tell them not to worry. It's all according to plan. Why is there... apples here now? Why is the USSR anthem playing? Are we on a different island? Because, like, we didn't have apples before. We didn't have pink trees before. Is this the funny April Fool's joke? You can't play the game anymore? Which means the house will be clean when you get back. Also, I discovered you can shake trees more than once. I thought if you shook them once, you got everything out of them. But you actually don't. You can shake them as many times as you like. And eventually, shit will fall out. So hey, you're new. Oop. Fox person. Yeah, there's a fox person up here. Where are they? Where'd they go? I mean, they also live here. I know that. Where are they? Oh. Fab Break? Fantastic, awesome break. Detective Comics. I'm taking a fab break. Fuck. Dude, I don't think that's how that works. Oh. Fab, I hate that word. It's so good though, how could you hate it? I love a bit of Earth Egg Omelets. Dude, Earth Egg Omelet is dope. I just got tagged. No, someone tagged an entire server saying that I'm streaming flushing cereal down the toilet. And they're not wrong. I could be playing this in the toilet, you never know. Who's saying I don't have this connected to some sort of massive Omega setup? No, people are expecting you to. Hey, I would like actual resources and not egg. I don't want egg. I mean, actually, no, at least it replaces a fruit instead. You better get used to her saying fab, by the way. That sounds like her quirk. Bunny Day, you mean Easter? Yeah, but it's the non-copyright, non-offensive version, you know? It's like calling Christmas, Happy Holidays. Even though that's fucking stupid. Not that stupid. A bit further up. There we go. Thank for egg. Murder Chrysler. How the fuck is Easter offensive? It's not. But like, neither is Christmas, and people get mad about that as well. Come on. What the fuck is a yucca? Oh, it's a really weird plant. Isn't Easter also a Christian tradition? Because there are some atheists who are really stupid. Who are like, anything to do with Christian, and I don't... It's offensive. I mean, that's the line of thinking. At least. Why is there just a beehive? I dug up a fossil. Not an egg, thankfully. Who puts a full beehive in their pocket? I mean... me? You're looking at him. Dude, there's so many freaking flying presents. Yeah, we can't... Oh, we can get it, right? No, it's gonna fall into the water. What? I can't even get it. Just wait for it to get to the other side, nerd. Yeah, whiting is too hard. Egg. Dude, okay, so playing Animal Crossing at this angle, if you do that, what's wrong with you? Horrible. Oh my god, if we fish, we're gonna get eggs. I guarantee you, we're gonna get eggs if we fish. I fucking told you. So many eggs. This is a hippity bippity bottle of joy. Pick this up so you get the prize, an egg recipe. Could this be your lucky item? You better start crafting it lickety split if you want to find out. Can I offer you an egg in this trying times? Anka's in the game. Anka's pretty cool. They're not in, right? Yeah. Bridge? Nah. Pole vaulting? Yeah. Oh god, there's another one. I can hear it. We also need to craft a new axe, so we should probably do that. Oh, it's this track. What's her egg? Y'all ever have one of them water eggs? Stone egg. Dude, no, don't replace the resources with stone. With egg. Sorry. Wood eggs. Earth eggs. You can eat the eggs? That's horrible. Oh yeah, yucca's a plant. We should put the plant somewhere nice. Like here. Sky eggs. Leaf eggs. What the fuck? Why are there so many variants, dude? Of course you can eat the eggs. But why though? Why would you eat an egg raw? That's pretty horrible, dude. What do we need? I need to craft this and then get some wood so I can make a stone axe. Like, at least, like, put it on an omelet, you know? Not an omelet, a pan. Oh, they're chocolate for Easter. In which case, I don't want an egg that's come from the ocean that's also chocolate. That sounds pretty horrible, actually. Freaking ocean chocolate. That's not what I aimed at. This one. Get out of here. I do have a different stream coming later today, which will be a little more fitting for the date. But I also just wanted to stream some Animal Crossing. Damn it, and then they turn around, fuck. I hate how they turn around when you drop items. Or when you, not drop them. When you pull them off. This sea looks thirsty. Look at my man just sitting here. Shit in your pants? Epic Earth Egg time. Is Earth Egg more or less reasonable than Ocean Egg? Okay, so real question. If you guys find chocolate in all of the elements, as in like the sky, water, ground, which would you eat? Chicken must be pissed. Oh. Fuck. I would eat fire egg. Isn't that just like Nutella at that point? What the fuck? Why do you look like a FNAF animatronic? Sky maybe. I would probably also eat a sky egg the most. So wonderful of me. Oh, fucked all the islands overrun. A bunny day bed. Epic. What? That's weird. Someone out there somewhere. I'm gonna come up with a DIY recipe that'll change everything. I just had to share it. I stuffed it into a bottle and floated it to you. Take a chance and try it out. Dobby. Dobby? Dobby. Dobby? I can't believe Dobby from Harry Potter sent me a thing. Oh, sorry. They said it's gonna change everything. Bamboo flooring. Lives. You know, the bunny said that it's not a costume, so don't go snooping. That breaks? What the fuck? But I also did just see, like, a massive zipper behind him, so... Dude, these eggs are gonna freaking flood my inventory, I swear to God. Do not question the bunny. I will absolutely question the bunny. And we do the exact opposite. Dude, I'm the average Discord user. No! I can't believe it. When I'm told not to do something, I do it. Shit. I've lived long enough to become the villain. The bunny has the power to shit out eggs over your island in a matter of minutes. He has already turned half the trees pink. He is a god. He is the new god of destruction. It's not an actual bunny. You question him? I assure you, he is 110% legit. You'd be a fool to test his patience. Give me that tree branch. I'm also looking for rocks right now, because I kind of want rocks. Yo. Next, they're going to be getting a gun and asking it to kill people. Because we all know guns kill people. Give me a tree branch. Local human found dead in the river after investigating yellow rabbit. Yeah, never investigate the yellow rabbit. You know, we should probably actually work on creating like a farm. Not like a farm, but more like a fruit farm. We should also check what's going on in the store as well. Yo, it's a sick tiger. Or is that a cat? I think it's meant to be both. I don't need an alarm clock, I've got my shower. Paper tiger. You're asking me to spend that much money for paper? Sure. Oh, I have 0 bells. I have actually 0 bells. Dude, this yoga ball looks really nice for some reason. Like, it looks legit. Like, photorealistic. How the fuck do you have 0 bells? I think I put all my bells into the bank. Black wrapping paper. Dude, some edgy shit, dude. It said blue shitty wall. I was about to be like, yeah, I saw that. I don't want that. So why don't we actually? We should get some bells. You can have these eggs and these fruit. Yeah, that red pansy too. It's gonna be like 1,000 bells. That's not bad. I know I can craft these pretty much about as easily as possible. But I also can't be asked. I should have checked the hot item of the day. Oh. Going back in, boys. I really should have checked that. Also, how do we get turnips? I'm seeing people creating massive turnip farms on Twitter. And I don't know how to get turnips. 98 bells per turnip sounds like a really bad deal. From, like, my knowledge. I also didn't read what the hot item was. Wooden block table, okay. I guarantee that's worth pretty much nothing. Welcome, come. Ooh, talk to your neighbors. I just noticed the name of the shop. Yeah, it's a good name. Holy crap, it's a lot of Nook Miles. Nook's Cranny. Yo! Ooh. It's confirmed, boys. We couldn't laugh before. Laughing was impossible for us. Hey, we can give people shit now. My little capitalist. Honestly, I actually really like the way this game does tutorials. Where it has... It blends them into normal conversation with your neighbors. So they're like, hey, I did this one thing and X happened. And you're like, oh, cool. With the whole fucking game. It's not like, hey, hit trees to get eggs. One of your neighbors is like, hey, I hit a tree and an egg fell out. Isn't that crazy? It's a lot more natural. Wow, did I hit all these? The fuck? I maybe did. Okay, see, you can only get 3, even if you get one of them as an Easter egg. I wonder how much money you would get from just shaking a tree non-stop until you got every single egg possible. Also, ugh, weeds. You still sitting here trying to catch a fish? Come on. I like how they all just kind of do one thing for a while. Also, these villagers are really bad at fishing. Like, really bad. They kind of just sit in the same spot where there's zero fish. Shake my head. Oof, 3 the same. That's always pretty nice. I think you can only get 1 egg from every tree on Epic. Oh, didn't switch in time. That was also the riskier option. I could have just ran to my house. Why don't we sort out this shit with some medicine? Oops. I mashed the button for some reason. Dude, imagine those crazy people who just don't clean up holes they put in the ground. Like someone who takes something out of the ground and they just don't fill the hole back up. Like actual crazy people, honestly. Where's the other person? Are they stuck inside their house? Yeah, I think their light's on. Yeah. Wonder why I didn't see them in the overworld. Wow, their houses are boring, dude. Yeah, fuck social contact. I guarantee they're gonna sit in their house and craft for like 20 years. We're never gonna see them again. Oh, you can get more than 1 egg. Not that we can actually give people things. I can give away this DIY recipe that's just literally been sitting on the floor for like 2 streams. Also, let's change the floor. Let's have a look and see what this floor we bought was like. Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty good. Let's put all the resources away. We'll maybe go to an island and completely destroy its ecosystem by nuking all its resources. Oh, there's a present here. I didn't even notice. Sakura wood wall. That is quite gaudy. Cherry blossom petal. Oh, I wondered if you could collect those. That's a bed? Wood egg outfit. Dude, it looks like Mr. Blobby. It is actually just Mr. Blobby. Oh my god. Put this shit up there. What have they done to Mr. Blobby? What do I want to do with the room in here? We need a good wall for it, honestly. Good walls are hard to come by. That also works. You just don't have a lot of options for furniture this early in. Alright, is there anything we can also give as gifts? Because we can now do it without actually having to, you know... Oh my god, give one of them a sleeveless dress. I don't think there's anything we can give as a gift. I mean, we give them one single boot. We've got that much iron nuggets? I didn't even notice. That's pretty good, actually. Let's go and see what Tom Nook has to say. He also gave us a gigantic freaking blown dude. Monstrous. Oh my god. Yeah. I think this is all he's gonna say for that. From that one. guys are just a cardboard box in here. They keep building up. They're multiplying. Six days in a row, really? Wow. Imperial fence. Probably buy that. Let's buy that. You're first gonna show up and check on the fence. Hey. Being social gets you rewarded, boys. Except from when we're in this current climate. Topical discussion, boys. How many miles do we have? So we need 900 more. For a fortune. Yeah, I bet. I absolutely bet I'm gonna get a fortune from that. Plucky wants to freaking die. Also, when did Animal Crossing turn into a horror game? If you play this at midnight, I guarantee it's gonna be a hell of a lot creepier. With that bunny guy just jumping around. Go. Oh, you can't give them DIY recipes? Okay. You actually have to send them DIY recipes, like in not person. Kinda stinky. They're still just trying to catch a fish. Oh yeah, there's another villager. We didn't even go and visit them yet. I think that's such a nice place here, honestly. Lots and lots of flowers. Sick. And your house doesn't look like crap from the outside. I'm pretty sure the other two people still have, like, dirt flooring. Is my man still sitting over here? Oh, he's not. Thanks for the present. Iron garden chair. Ah, it's just an actual chair. You know, I think that would look pretty decent around this place over here. Yeah. Is it in the middle? It's nowadays, I think. Oh, might be slightly off kilter. That looks far worse, actually. Why don't we try fishing a bit? Don't be egg. Thank you. I mean, honestly, it may as well have been an egg. Do these pink trees commonly give blackwood more? It would make sense considering they're darker, but... And these trees give lightwood more? It might just be coincidence. Very nice. Sea eggs are pretty epic. They would probably be the most disgusting thing of all time. Glowy garland. The heck is a glowy garland? What does the nuke mass stuff want us to do? Oh shit, is it 4:20 p.m.? It is 4:20 p.m. Nice. Complete DIY projects, catch a loach, plant flower seeds, sell a hot item. We can definitely do that. So it wants us to make this, and we need softwood. And that'll complete our DIY projects thing as well. Oh, I need to collect resources first. Damn, forgot. Immediately forgot what we were going in for. So we need a wooden block toy first. cool. I've only fish sold for more, dude. What am I doing? I should be selling those shells and shit. I'm not supposed to sell this, because we're not going to use that. Oh, I don't know, I've been so tired the past few days. Ugh. I would like to give you literally all of this. Done. Ease. What is that? Catch 5 fish? Spend bells to buy items? Oh, we actually got another one. Huh. Why don't we go catch some fish then? Pick up them weeds because weeds are horrible. They're ugly as hell. I don't need the sky egg. We are just fine. Now we should definitely go and get all of these fossils assessed. Funny guy is still up there, creepily. What do we need to do? Actually, this is maybe not the best angle for this. There we go. Oh, we're being pushed away farther than I thought we would. Fine. And we can't get any more. At least we got all 9 slots though. Or all 9 spaces. Is that a normal present? Oh, it takes so long. bet it's gonna be a DIY recipe. Oh, no, never mind. That looks quite nice. It doesn't exactly fit with the pink, though. Let's see if we can find any other rocks across the island. I don't think we've been up here yet. Today. We also dig some holes whenever we need to. Ooh. Oh yeah, the game wanted us to catch some fish. Go with that. I don't think that counts. Damn, where are all the fish at, dude? I also shouldn't be running here. Just in case we do find a fish and then we end up scaring it off because we're dumb. Got it. Fish is over, party. No more fish. It also wants us to catch a roach, which we should do eventually. I mean, we haven't gotten rocks from eggs yet. Sorry, eggs from rocks. Took me a second to realize I'd actually said that in the exact opposite order. That was incredibly lucky. Dude, where are all the fish? More eggs. Does this count as catching fish? I don't think it does. I'm guessing presents always fly to the left. I don't think I've seen a present flying the other way. Hey, roach. Or loach. Don't know why I thought it was a roach instead. There we go. Another fucking egg. Oh, it landed straight in front of him, dude. Oh my god, there's so many eggs. You know, I bought the, oh hi, I actually clapped for you. I bought the recent Humble Bundle, which has like 30, 40 games in it. And my Steam inventory, like, boomed all of a sudden. I actually kind of like that, how, I can actually tell whenever I bought Humble Bundles. Because I just need to look at, you know, like recently played. No, no, not recently played, like, recently acquired. And then just look for a pattern of really weird, like, specific games. Because then I can usually tell exactly what bundle they're from. Stream's glitching out. Might be Twitch. I saw something go weird on my end as well. So there's 0 dropped frames on my end. Oh, and then he turns the other way. Typical. Sick cart, bro. It was weird. I didn't see anything especially weird on my end. It kept repeating a few seconds before, then jumping ahead. And then repeating. That's weird. I know that Twitch sometimes poops its pants. But I don't think I've ever had that. You go, they're actually going through with the Thundercats go. Not super surprising. You refreshed and got an ad for it. Huh. What does the ×2 mean? Does that just mean you'll get double the reward? I'd assume it means you get double the reward, but then if it was just double the reward, then why wouldn't you just say it's 200 bells you get, or 200 nuke miles? You know what I mean? Green leaf pile. Thou shalls. Oh shit. Another V-jump scan about UI Goku. Basically the same stuff we saw before of him, actually. Basically the same. Oh yeah, we're gonna grab our fossils, and go to thingy. Blathers. I didn't mean to start crafting. My Dumbo. Anything else you'd be interested in? Some of the fish. Well, let's take the yellow perch out anyway. Because if we're not going to use the crucian carp for anything, we should just sell it probably. Ooh, it says fossils. Oh, we already have one of them. T-Rex torso? Shit, yeah, dude. What the fuck? Mila Kunmingia. Mila Kunmingia? Did we hand them all 5? We probably did. Let's go have a look. So I know the T-Rex is probably close to completion. I think we need probably just the tail now. Oh, I know we have completed it. Yeah, we got it. Hey, it actually gives you a side-on view. That's kind of cool. Epic angle. Why is there just a rock here? Why is there actually just a rock? The Dunkalostus? Pickle Rick! Look, it's Pickle Rick! Funniest shit I've ever seen. And that's how the Icon of Sin was created. Finally. The Battle of Two Titans, as it was written. There you go, you can have all of that, and I'll keep the rest. Man, how the hell are we gonna get to that loan price? Bell shells. Customize items, spend bells. It's a tiger beetle. See you later, boys. So, I'm just in here to buy a nuke ticket. And we'll offload whatever we have in our inventory in our house, and then we'll go and destroy this island's ecosystem. There's the Nuke Miles ticket speedrun. Buying as fast as possible. No, I want to store, not make anything. What to do with this? We could definitely give it to one of our neighbors. I'm sure the duck man would like it. What's up? I want to go to a random island, please. Or random in quotation marks. Can do. Oh shit, bamboo place. This is a new island. Ah. Might as well destroy everything, you know? We will absolutely clean out this island. Oh, there's multiple types of bamboo? I mean, at least we have it now. We can Minecraft farm this up. Dude, this island is so much weed. So many weeds. You know, for April Fools, There are just a handful of things I'm usually excited for at each April Fools. One of them has got to be Lockpicking Lawyers videos. Lockpicking Lawyer does actually the best April Fool's video of all time. They're so good. Forgot about him. Honestly, they're just worth watching. Not even really telling about them. Spoiling the surprise. But also, like, surprisingly clever. It's the type of thing he would probably be planning like 2 or 3 months in advance. And scripting and stuff like that. There's so many holes in the ground. You know, I want to play a few... Honestly, I want to play a lot of games right now, actually. A lot of games are suddenly piling up. But I kind of also just want to consistently play Animal Crossing. And... like, Dragon Ball FighterZ, the usual. Unrailed. Tabletop. We haven't played Tabletop in quite a while, and I really want to play it again. Because I do have a bunch of games downloaded we haven't actually tried yet. I guess the problem is with trying a bunch of new games every tabletop session is you end up having to spend like 10 minutes discussing the rules. And then for the next few streams you're like, alright, we know how the game works, we can just play it. And then we kind of default to that where we're like, well, we know how this game works, or these games work. We don't need to, we can just jump straight into them. Then we end up never trying anything new. Because I have, also in all the simple games we play, stuff like Sorry, they're kind of boring. If it's simple, it just doesn't ring well. So I've got stuff like The Game of Life, a handful of others as well. I honestly forgot everything I downloaded. Do you know any good board games, like card games or stuff like that? I really wanted to find a Mousetrap. But a physics-orientated game or board game in Tabletop Simulator is not something that's entirely possible. At least easily. There were some Mousetrap versions for Tabletop Simulator. But they all kind of looked like crap. Oh shit, we need to play Scrabble. On Epic. Oops. Let's just position ourselves well. Here we go. Oh, they're the earth eggs. They're rock eggs. What the fuck? Bamboo shoot. Wait, so is that how you plant bamboo? Oh, you know what I also need to play? The remastered trilogies for Spyro and Crash. I already did play the entirety of the Crash remaster, but I played it off stream before I could even stream, I think. I played through a majority of the Spyro remaster as well. I at least 100%ed the first game. And then Spyro Games Remastered are beautiful. They are pretty damn beautiful. But the problem is I never actually finished Spyro 2. And I was streaming it as well. So I just stopped streaming it at some point. Although it was during the original My Hero Wants Justice craze. So it started to boom, and then I was like, alright, I kinda wanna play more Wants Justice, and then I just played Wants Justice for like a whole 2 months, and I completely forgot about Spyro. So I really need to go back and play them again. Play the Crash one for getting on stream. I'll play the Spyro one because I never finished it. Is that it? Oh. So I haven't actually played the remastered version of Spyro 3 at all. I hadn't even touched it. Which is a shame. Considering, actually, no, Spyro 2 is my favorite. Spyro 3, close second. Spyro 1, far third. Same situation with Crash as well, actually. Favorite is the second, third is quite close behind, and the first is quite a while behind. It seems to be very consistent with the, what's it called? With the old PS1 games that had like a trilogy of games. Typically speaking, the first one was like a test. Especially Spyro 3 was the only one I played, so it was interesting to play 1 and 2 for the first time. I think, yeah, I streamed all of them beforehand, the originals. I streamed the first 2. Actually, no, yeah. Yeah. I streamed the first 2 when I had really shitty internet. When I was streaming in basically 360p. Started Spyro 3 because you stopped halfway through. Yep. So I then streamed Spyro 3 at really shitty quality. But then I stopped halfway, and then I figured, hey, I never finished it, so once I got some good internet, I was like, you know what, this is a perfect time to go and play it properly. Oh. I don't know why I'm doing this, just... I guess I like the island looking clean, even though we're never going to be here again. Yeah, I think I'll play Crash and Spyro Remastered on stream at some point. Again. Well, again for Spyro, not again for Crash. Because I didn't do it originally. Hey, bamboo flooring. Oh my god, I freaking hate the Mr. Blobby costume, dude. Does he even have eyes under his glasses? I wonder if they're even programmed in or rendered in. Alright, let's offload a bunch of shit. I don't know what the bamboo shoots are used for, but to whomever this may be, I was on an aimless stroll when an idea for the most wonderful DIY recipe came to me on the breeze. I can't keep this idea to myself, so I placed it in this bottle. You'll please consider making it. Cashmere. Cosmos Shower. What the fuck is a Cosmos Shower? Honestly, I'm surprised we haven't completely filled our storage at this point. We now have to make tools. Oh my god, look how much weed we've got. Let's take that. I don't think we need that to make tools. I want beehives, so we can make some medicine. You know, I remember in something like 2011 or so, watching a YouTuber who's playing Minecraft. Like, this is when Minecraft was kind of just starting its boom phase. I remember watching that YouTuber when they hit like 100 subscribers, and they had a 100 subscriber special. And then they had like 1,000 subscribers. No, 500. I think it was like a 400, a 500, and then a 1,000. Then I think maybe they did it for every 100. Actually, I don't remember exactly. But I completely forgot about them about 2 years in, or at least I guess a year in or so. Once the Minecraft boom kind of stopped. Oh, we need normal wood. Did I take softwood by accident? I did. But it's crazy. I actually remembered them like 2 years ago. And I remembered them recently as well. Where I checked on them 2 years ago to see how they were doing and if they were still going. They were at like 5 million subscribers. And I was like, what the fuck? The fuck happened? And now they're completely different. They're I think they're still a Minecraft YouTuber. But I'm pretty sure they also do Fortnite now and stuff. You know, the usual. And they also seem very... I was going to say corporate, but corporate's not the right word for it. It's more like systematic. You know what I mean? They're very systematic now. They're very doing things optimally for the algorithm and stuff like that. But I just thought it was pretty crazy how this YouTuber I used to watch, who was at like 1,000 subscribers. Oh my god, the shower's still running. Who was at 100 subscribers when I started watching them, is like pretty freaking big right now. I mean, the same thing happened with PewDiePie, actually. I actually started watching PewDiePie when he was at around 2,000 subscribers. I found him with his Penumbra Black Plague Let's Play way back then. Let's, what does the game want us to do? I think we can fish. Yeah, I wouldn't have said back then that PewDiePie was ever going to get that big. And it really seemed like for a long time he wasn't. Like he was just going to be like a normal, you know, run-of-the-mill YouTuber. The type of YouTubers now who kind of introduced me to PewDiePie during the Amnesia Dark Descent days. Oh, why was I mashing? What's wrong with me? This isn't Dragon Ball FighterZ. I think we don't have that. Come here. But I always expected him to be the type of YouTuber nowadays who is in that limbo zone, you know? Obnoxious screaming at the slightest thing. Look at that tiny boy. But I always thought he was going to be a limbo YouTuber, the one who was, or one of the ones who was never really going to break into prominence, but was always going to have a decent following. The ones right now who are like 400k. Fucking got you, Nemo. Ripped straight from your dad. Get fucked. He's mine now. You can, dude. The fuck caused PewDiePie to blow up anyway? I actually don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't know how... It kind of just happened. It's one of those things you didn't pay attention... Like, I didn't pay attention to. Where, to me, PewDiePie kind of went from, like, 400,000 subscribers to 5 million without me even thinking about it. It was kind of just like, oh, wait, he's at 5 million now? Oh. Oh, he's the #1 YouTuber now? Oh. He was the most subscribed on YouTube for 7 years? Oh. Have a look. Did they actually? Oh, they did. Oh, that's quite nice. Yeah, I genuinely don't know what got PewDiePie to rise like that. I don't think there was like one specific catalyst. I think he was just extremely consistent at making very algorithmic friendly content. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in like a genuine good way where he was actually just playing games that really fit the current YouTube metrics at the time. Where he just naturally fit into that. And because he did it very consistently, he just grew and grew and grew and grew. Exponentially. And because he was just doing everything as normal, nothing weird, it kind of flew over my head. And it kind of flew over a lot of people's head, I'd imagine. He also did Amnesia Custom Stories a lot, which is probably part of the reason as well. Amnesia Custom Stories probably got him pretty far. On. Alright. Was itching my ear. Place item? Nah. Actually, I don't really want to put this anywhere at the moment. When I was talking about a Limbo YouTuber as well, a Limbo YouTuber, like, just to explain what I mean by it, it's like a YouTuber, I did also explain why. It's a YouTuber who's in the, kind of the in-between zone of being prominent, but not, like, known. Kind of stuck in a growing pain. Back in 2011 and 2012 or so, I would have said that's about 40,000 subscribers. Maybe. No, maybe a bit smaller than that. Like 20,000 subscribers. That's a YouTuber with growing pains. One who's stuck in limbo, not really rising to prominence. And then like the really popular ones, the ones who are in prominence, they would have been about 100,000k. Stuff like that. Nowadays, it's about 40,000, no, 400,000k, I would say. That's the growing pain area. Because if you have above, like, you're not special anymore if you have above 1 million subscribers. You're among a list of, like, 100 people who have 1,000 subscribers. No, 1 million subscribers. Even more. What the guy Yummy Mash? Oh god, stop moving. What the guy Yummy Mash when he played with Markiplier? Now he disappeared once the FNAF phone started to exist. I wonder what happened to Yummy Mash. I think he still goes. I think he's still doing stuff. But that's... Yummy Mash is like the definition of a limbo YouTuber who has a fan base that likes him and watches him and consistently grows. But he never really, like, booms. They just kind of get stuck. Good God, is at 1 million subs. Yeah, but see what I mean? Even though he's at 1 million subs, he's kind of still just not that prominent. I mean, it could just be because I don't pay attention to him, so I don't see anything about him. Yeah, selective information bias. And I don't mean to say that 1 million subscribers isn't special. It absolutely is. In a vacuum, that's fucking insane. But when considering the rest of YouTube, kind of not that crazy. You know what I mean? 1 million subscribers is the new 100,000 subscribers. Like, congrats, you got 1 million subscribers. It's got a lot of FNAF and a shittier, cheaply made horror games. Another YouTuber I would say that is a Limbo YouTuber is probably Dom Plays. Basically, there's a lot of them, and I would say a majority of Limbo YouTubers are probably horror game people. There are very, very few people who play horror games that kind of break the mold of 400,000. Even the best ones, like John Wolf, who is so good. John Wolf is excellent. It's for the trends on YouTube to be popular. I think that's true. That's why you see the people who play horror games, and they kind of get 400,000 subscribers. But then some random schmuck out of the blue comes in and plays Fortnite for like 40 days, and he gets 1 million. YouTube heavily favors the algorithm, and the people who are doing horror games are kind of chasing a trend that died about 2-3 years ago. I mean, it's a popular thing still, very popular. No reason you shouldn't do it if you can, but it's one of those things that's on the back burner, you know. It's a trend that people remember fondly, and so people still watch it consistently. But it's not the main thing right now. The main thing is Battle Royales, Fortnite, etc. It's popular but not popular enough. Yeah. It's on the things of it's on the YouTube history of like, this shit happened and this shit was popular. And it remains popular. I kind of do want to play more horror games, honestly. I think that'd be cool. They're quite fun. Not in VR though. Fuck VR horror games. With Horror World, it does trend to follow trends. Horror itself isn't overrated, while the trends do become overrated since the 20 people start copying it. I think that's a good assessment, actually. Horror itself is always popular, but the horror game trend is over. You know, I really kinda shit trends that not everyone was expecting to be in games. I really appreciate YouTubers like Unit Lost, for example, Stylosa, where... What the fuck? Yeah, I really appreciate YouTubers like Stylosa, who seem to do their content based entirely on what they enjoy, but like consistently. Because he does literally nothing but Overwatch. Even after the Overwatch has gone miles under. And fallen off the radar completely. But he still does it. He still does Overwatch to this day. And pretty much nothing else. He didn't care about any other trend. He just stuck with it. Did Overwatch. And that's the type of thing I can appreciate. Where you found a game you really liked. And you stuck with it and you're consistent and you just create quality content. Oh, why did I do that? Very occasionally I default to reacting instead of... No, I default to predicting instead of reacting. Just like one in every 20. There are some YouTubers you can absolutely tell they're kind of just following trends. But like in a very not bad but no good way. You know what I mean? A good example of this is, you'll know this one, is Muselk, who used to do Team Fortress 2 content. And then when Overwatch came around, he did nothing but Overwatch content. And then when Fortnite came around, he did nothing but Fortnite content. He still does nothing but Fortnite content to this day. And that's pretty much all he does. I think I don't like those people the most. Well, not the most, but I don't really enjoy those people. Because I feel like you're kind of shafting the people who you bartered with. Instead of just being a variety streamer where you play a bunch of games you like, and even if they're trendy, you kind of just chase trends for pretty much zero reason. Well, not zero reason, but zero personal reason. Just watch his TF2 vids. When he started to do nothing but Overwatch, I started watching. I started watching him when he started doing Overwatch. I didn't really care about his TF2 stuff. I did watch it, though. Yeah, I usually go and look at a YouTuber's backlog most of the time. And I'm like, I'll watch it. I'll watch a few videos. Oh. But then when I stopped being interested in Overwatch, I unsubscribed and I checked on him again like a year ago. And oh my freaking god, it was diluted, dude. Absolutely diluted. At least with Overwatch, I felt, at least with Overwatch and TF2, with his content on that, I felt there was a lot of passion behind it, where he really did enjoy those games. I think especially Overwatch. Overwatch seemed to really resonate with him. Honestly, I think in general, anyone who did Overwatch content, I kind of respect. Because Overwatch wasn't that big. Like, it's big. But it wasn't, like, a trend. It was just a very good game. With very good, well, a very good community. Not anymore. But it had a very good community, very loyal. Well, the characters were interesting, stuff like that. It was very, like, lore and just interest heavy game. So anyone who actually did do Overwatch content, I kind of respected at the time. And I honestly respect them more now, because if they're still doing Overwatch content today, they must really like the game. I was kind of sad when Muselk moved away from it. Let's not sell Nemo. Let's not sell that either. Let's not sell duplicates. I think we've already given him a freshwater gobby. But I think we'll try and give him another one, see if he actually takes it. Oh my fucking god, that's a terrible price. I was like, you know, you usually undersell me for fish. But like, that's horrible. I always respected the TF2 people that went to Overwatch because there was a decent chunk of TF2 fans. Oh my god. I got mad that when their favorite TF2 YouTubers started doing Overwatch. In general, I think alienating your fan base is like one of the worst things you can do. But Overwatch had over TF2 was consistent content too. Yeah. Honestly, maybe a bit too consistent. I'm gonna be real. If you're too consistent, you end up diluting. But if you're not inconsistent enough, you end up, you know, just not having anything. Like, there's a... Overwatch and TF2 are two prime examples of the opposite spectrum in terms of content. TF2 does absolutely jack shit, and it absolutely kills the game. Overwatch, it does too much. There is too much new stuff. Like, too many new heroes. Primarily the heroes. There are too many new heroes. And it ends up just kind of diluting the game, making it harder to get into. And especially like return to as well. It's not that hard, but it's more effort than I would like to admit. Yeah, I think in general, alienating your fan base is probably the worst thing you can do. There's ways to do it smoothly. And there's ways to do it efficiently. But with stuff like what Muzak did, where he kind of just, hey, I do TF2. Oh, no, never mind, I do 110% Overwatch now. Oh, never mind, I do 110% Fortnite now. Like, they kind of, like, subtly just say, like, fuck that fan base, I'm out. Not, they don't actually say that, but it makes it feel like it. You abandon one side for the other, pretty much. It feels like, you know, draining a cow for its milk. It's like, alright, the milk's done in this one. Next one. Next trend. Overwatch? That's over. Fortnite? Let's go. And then they don't think about, like, well, what about the people who really liked Overwatch? And he's like, eh, whatever, Overwatch is old anyway. Anyone who still watches that shit? Who cares? And then you have people like, who I mentioned, which is Stylosa, who still does Overwatch to this day, 100% consistently. And it's like, you do you, dude. You're doing great. I would like to donate fish. Hey, I'm glad I didn't put in the freshwater gobby. I had a hunch we didn't actually give one to him. Also, they don't sell for much anyway, because apparently fish are fucking worthless on this island. I totally understand the people that abandoned TF2 for Overwatch. TF2 wasn't doing great at the time. The creators just enjoyed Overwatch a lot more. They don't really have any obligation. Is retail in this game? Retail? I don't know what retail is. Oh, I don't need to make a donation. I already gave you stuff. From Animal Crossing New Leaf. I didn't play a lot. Oh, retail. Sell stuff. As in... You can sell stuff in the game. And there is a way to sell stuff without the shop being open. If that's what you mean. But I don't know. I don't know what the retail mechanic was. I only played about 3 hours of Animal Crossing New Leaf. I really should have played more of that. I just always played it during times which was horrible, and I could never progress. Ooh. It was just go there when it's open and sell your stuff. Well, yeah, you can still sell your stuff. I don't know if it's the same mechanic from New Leaf. It might be. It's probably the same mechanic. I'd imagine it would be. You just go in and buy stuff. Or sell. I like this, actually. Yeah, you can sell and stuff. How do we get turnips? Hmm. Hmm. No, I don't want to talk to you. Creepy dude. I'm gonna adjust my headphones because I tried moving them and then they just took my hair with them as well instead. You have a ridiculous amount of hours in TF2 since Meet the Medic made it free to play, so I played it for years consistently. I wish I could play games super consistently. I'm a very game hopper type person. That's why I don't really consider like me doing 40,000 other games. You've almost 600 hours in TF2. That's more time than I have in any game on Steam. My hours are spread out across like 500 games. My most played game is still Payday 2. And even after like 2-3 years of not stopping playing that game, no, of playing that game, nothing suppressed it. Nothing's really gotten close. Let's go to Nook's Cranny and sell the fish. I don't like that I don't play HD VR as much as I should. Like, I definitely should be playing it more. Like, probably at least once a week. Or more. I would say about once a week. In typical Valve fashion, they added MVM and it was abandoned after a good 2 updates. Truly epic, unfortunately. This is gonna be like 600 bells, dude. What? Why did fish sell so much? So I never really consider that I'm alienating my very, very small fan base by not playing HD VR as much as I should. Because I never advertised that I was an HD VR like streamer, you know? I never advertised that that was my... That was the only thing I played. In fact, I quite often tell people that I'm kind of just variety streamer. I stream whatever. I could be streaming something completely out of left field and you wouldn't really know about it. Until it happened. Which isn't the best in terms of like growing and stuff. Because you end up never having a niche. Or you never like you never lean into that niche. I want a customization kit. I want to make this locker a color that's sensible. Oh, you can only put stickers on it? And I guess I don't need to change anything? Huh. I guess we put it in storage then, for now. In fact, recently, I've been really wanting to stream a different game. I wanted to stream Deadbolt, which practically no one knows about. It's a small, tiny little indie game, which is really cool. It's kind of like Gunpoint a little bit. Oh fuck you! The way your character turns towards the screen. Ah. What world? What world of what? I occasionally try the game you're on about. Oh, Deadbolt. It's just like a small little indie game about the Grim Reaper. You play as, I think you play as the Grim Reaper. Is it Deadbolt? Yeah, it is Deadbolt. Like, yeah, you basically play as the Grim Reaper, who is a hitman. Like, he's not like Death. He's kind of just like a mini Grim Reaper. And I think I did play the full game like 2-3 years ago, I think. Played it all the way through. And around the end you end up killing Miss Grim Reaper, I think? Like the female version. It's a neat little game. Also, you can telefrag people by coming out of the toilet. Because you're Death, you can come out of a lot of objects, and you can like phase in and out of the world. So think of it a bit like Gunpoint. It's like a 2D kind of platformer, Hotline Miami style thing. But it's from the side. It's side on, not top down. I think one of the best parts about streaming is how... By the way, isn't this axe close to death? I think it is. But one of the best parts about streaming is you're given a second reason to play games you've already played. So a game as long ago that I played and really liked, but just kind of played by myself, suddenly I can be like, oh cool, I could play it again. Because I get to do something else with it. Now, I'm not really one for replaying games consistently. I typically won't replay a game I've already played. Most of the time, anyway. Because there's a lot of other things I want to play. And I have no real reason to, because, you know, I've already played it. Even if I really, really like that game, I typically wouldn't play it again. But streaming gives me a proper reason to. Because then I'm like, well, I can stream it. I can put some more stuff onto my VOD channel. I can have fun with it again. It's why I also won't watch TV shows or anime by myself a second time. I'll never just sit down and watch a show I've already watched unless I'm watching like a specific fight again. Tree eggs. So for example with My Hero Academia, whenever I'm like, I want to watch some My Hero Academia, I just boot up the some of the fights. Like I want to see Bakugo versus Midoriya or All Might versus Noma. I'll never be like, let's boot up an entire episode. So I then feel the same way about games as well. Game Slayer is the only show I've completely rewatched in recent memory. Got it. Just shovel the stone. Streaming also kind of comes with like a streamer's curse as well, where I kind of sometimes I don't play games until I've decided if they're going to be a streaming game or if they're going to be a me play by myself game. Because playing games by myself suddenly kind of feels a little bit obsolete. Like it feels like I'm wasting time. Because then I'm like, well, I could just be streaming it, you know? Like why play it by myself when I can play it on stream and be like semi-productive in the process? I rarely see you play a game off stream. That's primarily because of that curse, where if I'm playing something off stream, I end up feeling kind of like, why am I not just streaming it instead? Oh, fuck. It also means I sometimes, like, games kind of get shoveled into, ironic considering I just broke my shovel, but games kind of get shoveled into categories for me that my brain really has strict rules for. Where some games are stream games, some games are off-stream games. For example, Dragon Ball FighterZ Training Mode, off-stream game. I don't like playing it on stream because I feel like I'm doing nothing. I'm broadcasting me pressing buttons to the rest of the world. Epic. So I'm really fine with playing that off stream. But this game, if I play it off stream, I only play it off stream for like 5 minutes. Because I don't want to play it off stream. I feel like I want everyone to see what I'm doing in it. Girlfriend, I might should special stream later on if I'm not doing something else. Oh fuck, I can't shovel. So I end up kind of just, oh, then I can't do this as well. Fuck, I need to go get a shovel actually, instead of bickering about. So it's a bit of a weird problem, but it is one that exists, where I kind of end up limiting what I can and can't play arbitrarily. Thank God we still have a tree, by the way, so I can actually get sticks. I had the same thing before I even started streaming, but it was with friend games and solo games. For example, what are you gonna do for the April Fool's stream, or is this it? This isn't it. I'm gonna do something. It might not land. Like, the joke might not land. Depends on my execution, but I hope it'll land. I'd imagine it will. See, I need a shovel. Also depends if anyone gets it or not. I think people will get it. Actually, no, that actually is the main problem. I don't know if people will get it. I don't know if people will be interested in it either. It's the type of thing where people kind of really need to be like, yeah, this is kind of funny. And not like, oh, that's neat. Because if they say, oh, that's neat, then they'll probably just leave. Because they're like, that's a neat little joke for 5 minutes. No, just stop doing it. When I kind of want to do it for like an hour. You're fine if it's on a pickle wreck thing. There we go. So, going back to what I was saying before about friend games and solo games. It's kind of the same as stream game and off-stream game for me, where sometimes in my brain I end up categorizing a game as, like, I play this game with friends, or I play this game by myself. And it's kind of, it's a bit lucid, because it can travel in and out for me. But typically speaking, it can only go like one way, where a game that I would typically play solo, let's say, I'm trying to think of one proper. I don't have, this isn't an accurate one because I never really played this game solo, but for example, Payday 2. If I played Payday 2, like 100% solo, and then I would start playing, if I started playing it with a friend involved, suddenly in my mind that game becomes like a friend game stream. No, a friend game. Because then I don't play it unless I have to have a friend to play it with. I can suddenly no longer play it solo. So again, it's a similar thing with like the stream game and non-stream game, where I can no longer play a game non-stream if I consider it a stream game. And it's a small little habit I want to break out of. But again, I always end up thinking like, I do play some games on my own, but there are games I'd much prefer to play with friends. Yeah, I think that's fine, just preferring to play a game with friends. Let's see. Dragon Ball FighterZ is the type of game which is both, luckily. Where, for me, it's kind of a friend game. Where I only play it in actual matches when I'm playing with friends. But it has training mode, which you can't play with anyone else, obviously. And it's very important, and it's very fun. So I end up having that to play offline and solo. But for this game, for example, I don't want to play this game off stream because I feel like if I do, people will miss things. Some really interesting questline might appear, which people would much prefer they would have seen. I kind of value getting everything on stream too much. I think it's also that I also just don't want to burn out in the game off stream. Because if I burn out in the game off stream and stop playing it on stream, suddenly there are situations where I would have streamed it beforehand, which I don't anymore. It's just really like in-depth for no reason shit. Not thinking about it too hard. Other games that work for both on and off stream for me is stuff like Nuclear Throne, where I can play Nuclear Throne off stream and you miss literally nothing. Because that game is a roguelike. You'll miss nothing except maybe a handful of good runs. Or terrible runs. Which I can just as easily stream if I want to stream it. In this game you progress. So if there is progression between one stream and the next, people might feel like they've missed a stream or something like that. But I kind of just gotta start thinking more that people don't really care. Usually people just want something to watch. And they don't care if you progress like a little bit. Eat fruit. Don't break axe, thank you. But it is an annoying problem I have. Quite often. It really, really stops me from playing games. Like, genuinely. Because if I want a game to be a stream game, or I don't know if I want it to be a stream game, I end up not playing it. Why am I fishing? I don't have room. Because if I can't decide, or I do want to stream it, but I never have the time, I actually just never play the game. When I could easily just, like, say, hey, I'm just going to play it off stream, and it would make zero difference. What was the game I had this problem with recently? I don't know, I have a feeling that I did have a problem with a game recently where like that. It might have been this one as well, because I really wanted to play this game, but I knew I wanted to play it on stream. Well, there are some games which are very in between where I'm like, I don't know if I want to play it on stream. Like, do I? Don't I? No, I can make the decision later. I got something else to stream. You know? What was the game recently that I had this with? It wasn't Kakarot. I knew for a fact I wanted to stream Kakarot. Maybe I didn't have this problem recently. I mean, actually, maybe I did, but it was with a game that I didn't end up streaming. As a result. Nothing installed says that. Yeah, I don't have anything installed that says that. That implies that. Yeah, I'm just looking through all of them. I guess I didn't. Oh, maybe Star Wars The Fallen Order? Because I did end up managing to forcefully transition that to a offline game. Because A, it ran bad on stream, and I was like, fuck it, I don't really, you know... And it didn't really suit streaming either, I think, either. I don't think that was it, though. I don't think that was the specific one I'm thinking about. I guess maybe I completely forgot about it. Or I didn't have as big a problem with it in hindsight. It's a bigger problem in the moment than it is after the decision is made. Let's see, what else? I think we should also repair our axe. I think our axe is pretty close. Is it? Is our axe pretty close to deletion? Because I know that you can actually repair tools if you use a customization kit on them. So... A lot of weed. One interesting case of a game being both is, well, Hunt Showdown is one of them. But to be more specific, and recent, the Master Chief Collection became both for me, where it was a game that I streamed, and it was a game that I only played with friends. So I ended up not playing it that much, even though I was really excited for Halo Reach on PC. I just didn't really play it that much. It also doesn't help that it kind of felt a bit off, but yeah. Oh, the customization, that's why. The customization sucked dick. I'm still going to say that to this day. The Halo Reach's current, or the MCC's current customization method for Halo Reach is fucking horrible. I hate it so much. Genuinely, oh, he's back. I genuinely despise it. I think it actually just killed the game for me. He does eventually wake up if you poke him long enough, I think. Yeah, here we go. I thought he would have like a different quest for me, you know? Not the same one. I didn't say this earlier, but I guess the whole not being able to play a game off stream thing doesn't matter when it comes to single player or like story games, like short story games. In fact, it benefits them a lot more because then if I played them before I started streaming, I can then play them again later on. So, yeah, I'll be playing Deadbolt at some point. If I can. If I have the time to. I might not. I still really need to play Half-Life Alyx. I keep saying I will, and I'm going to stop saying I will. I mean, I'm gonna at some point. But I'm not going to say when. I don't know when. I wish it was sooner. I do wish Gulliver kind of progressed. Because it looks like he didn't. He kind of just does the same. It looks like he's just going to do the same quest over and over. Oh. Another game that I didn't play again because I kind of wanted to stream it, and then I couldn't decide, or I didn't make the decision to stop streaming it, was Katana Zero. I was so freaking hyped for that game. I loved the look of the trailers and the music and everything. And then I played it one stream. The stream did really horribly. It got like 0 viewers, and I was like, well, I don't really want to stream it again then. But then I kind of just didn't make the decision to just do it off streaming instead. Kind of indecisive about it. Like I still wanted to stream it, but I also didn't at the same time. So I need to go back and play it again. Maybe on stream. Maybe. I don't know. I might default to nah. My Friend Pedro is a game I can probably stream at some point. Maybe not for a few months. When did it release? Like August? I usually like to wait a while before streaming a game if I've already played it. You know, let me truly forget about it. If I can still consistently remember it, not stream worthy. Well, if it's an old game. Or a game I played off stream. I still don't know what you're supposed to do with this. In fact, let me look it up. I know you're supposed to try shit, but Animal Crossing ground money. Grow money trees. Oh, it's one of these sites that requires you freaking turn off your ad block. Fine, since I'm in a hurry, you can get my cookies. Plant your bells. Rather than putting them straight into your bell fund, plant your bag of bells back into the growing spot. It'll stay buried rather than plant. A little sapling will appear. So that's why they go into your inventory. Ah! Okay. That's easy. What you're supposed to do. You know, I do want to do a proper charity stream at some point. But now definitely is not the time. Like, the next few months, I don't think is suitable. Everyone's kind of scrounging for money. Or desperately spending it. So, it's suddenly going up to people and saying, hey, can you offer me money to put into a charity? Especially at a time like this, it's kind of like, well, you're not going to get anywhere. So I'll probably wait until maybe July. Maybe a bit further, like September. Before I start properly thinking about it again. I wanted to do one in December for the trees cause. Planting 20 million trees. And then I never did. I kind of feel bad about it. But they reached their goal. So, not the worst thing in the world. I doubt I would have made a big dent anyway. No, we're gonna sell those. And then we'll make a bunch of fish bait. Oh my god. You know, that actually looks quite nice, actually. I mean, not the best, but it looks okay. Time to mash buttons. Hmm. Anything else to sell? I mean, I guess we sell this rusty part. I mean, no, we don't. That's not going to be worth anything anyway. Why would we even bother? Or flowers for running on you. Ooh. There you go. You can have all of that. I was expected. It wasn't that much. Have a look at the rest of it. Oh, Clam collected. Look, that's my little capitalists. For real, he's the plague. Nook? Nah, the bunny man. Mr. freaking bun man, just hopping around, really wanting to eat my ass or some shit. I really want to give this jacket the what's it called, the duck man. But is he still fishing? When they do something, they tend to do it for like 20 fucking years. Oh, he's not fishing anymore. No, he started fishing! Stop fishing! There we go. Oh, you can give them gifts. Ah, so I guess you have to know them for a few days before you can start giving them gifts. I assume that we just unlocked the ability to gift, but I guess you can't gift villagers until then. I mean, you can still send it to them over email. Not email, mail. There we go. Just a nice sleep. Also, we unlocked new hairstyles. I completely blanked about that. There they are. Those we already got. My fucking god. It's freaking Bart Simpson. No, that's Lisa. What's in here? Nothing. What are we even gonna fill it with? Bart has the cracked egg hairstyle. Yeah, his is spikes at the perimeter. Lisa's is spikes all around. Man, you ever notice how freaking weird the Simpsons characters are designed? Like, they are bizarre. But you just never think about it because of how normalized we are to the Simpsons. You're like, oh yeah, that's the Simpsons. But like, Marge has blue hair when the rest of them don't have hair at all. Except they kind of do, because apparently their yellow is their hair. Also, why are they yellow? Like, Simpsons is fucking weird, dude. Also, Marge was originally going to have rabbit ears. Oh, we got so many flowers. Whoosh. Let it pour, boys. Let it pour. Oh. Forgot to take the picture. Hey, 16:09. Or 16, or 6:19. Sorry. Alright. Well, I think we're mostly done for tonight. And we can play it again tomorrow, probably. Because, hey, everyone will be moved in properly then. And hopefully Tom Nook will have something for us to do. If not, hopefully the Able Sisters will be back so we can actually buy stuff from them. Get in bed. That wet, warm bed. Do not touch. But what if I touch? Do I get Mr. Rossetti? Do you get Mr. Rossetti, actually? Hmm. 111A? That's our build version. Alright. Well, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. I should be streaming something else later tonight. Should be. Every time I've said that, I haven't been consistent about it, but I don't know. We'll see. Should be a proper April Fool's stream in a few hours. Alright. See ya.